Hey world, how's it going? Hope you had a happy weekend. I most certainly did. My Detroit Baseball Cats t-shirt arrived and Miguel Cabrera celebrated by trying to hit a home run all the way to Queens, New York.
Oh, there's another hard hit ball. Left center field and way back. You can wave this one goodbye. That's ridiculous.
Greatest hitter alive. The left fielder didn't even move. In my last upload, Is Jerry Seinfeld Out of Touch? I posed some questions. Is the millennial generation a little too touchy-feely about a few too many things? Chris Wells left a comment. The millennial generation is definitely too PC and thin-skinned. I grew up in a generation and a family in which the standard motto was, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. No one today seems to take this to heart. And Nightmare Phoenix responded, I was going to say that only works if it's not bullying and the like. Then it came to me. There is a huge difference between bullying and comedy. One is designed to make people laugh. The other is to make people cry. I think that most overzealously politically correct millennials have their hearts in the right place, but that Jerry Seinfeld was at least partially correct when he suggested that, they don't even know what those words mean, which I suppose is a testament to strides we've made as a culture, right? It wasn't that long ago that racism, prejudice was, a little more obvious.
There are a lot of great black baseball men who would dearly love to be in managerial positions. And I guess what I'm really asking you is to, peel it away a little bit. Just tell me, why do you think it is? Is there still that much prejudice in baseball today?
No, I don't believe it's prejudice. I truly believe that they may not have some of the necessities to be, let's say, a field manager or perhaps a general manager.
You really believe that?
Well, I don't say that they're all of them, but they certainly are short.
That was an interview from 1987, marking the 40th anniversary of the integration of baseball, Jackie Robinson's first game. And Al Campanis, that guy right there, was an executive in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. Our culture has made a lot of progress since then, and on the one hand, millennials sense our momentum and are really eager to build off of it. But on the other hand, because of the progress we've made, what was once overt and obvious prejudice has been replaced by a more subtle, hard to put your finger on variety, which has turned young people's fight for social justice into more of a shot in the dark. And far too often we shoot ourselves in the foot. There are two posts from the weekend I want to highlight. The first one came from username CullenDaniel9, who referred the Pogo tribe to George Carlin's musings on the concept of political correctness.
Americans have trouble facing the truth, so they invent a kind of a soft language to protect themselves from it. And it gets worse with every generation. When a fighting person's nervous system has been stressed to its absolute peak and maximum, can't take any more input, the nervous system has either snapped or is about to snap. In the First World War, that condition was called shell shock. Then a whole generation went by, and the Second World War came along, and the very same combat condition was called battle fatigue. Then we had the war in Korea, 1950. Madison Avenue was riding high by that time, and the very same combat condition was called operational exhaustion. Sounds like something that might happen to your car. Then, of course, came the war in Vietnam, which has only been over for about 16 or 17 years. And thanks to the lies and deceit surrounding that war, I guess it's no surprise that the very same condition was called post-traumatic stress disorder. I'll bet you if we'd have still been calling it shell shock, some of those Vietnam veterans might have gotten the attention they needed at the time. I'll bet you that.
So George Carlin does a masterful and hilarious job there of identifying ever-increasing political correctness, generation by generation, as being a problem on a gut level. Username Self-Arrested used the PogoBat subreddit to refer the Pogo tribe to a video of philosopher Slavoj Žižek's take on why political correctness is often a regressive force rather than a progressive one. Did I say that right?
The old-fashioned boss, shouting at you, exerting full brutal authority. In a way, it's much easier to rebel than to have a friendly boss who embraces you, or how was the last night with your girlfriend, blah, blah. Let's say my father is a traditional authority. He would probably told me something like, I don't care how you feel, it's your duty to visit your grandmother. What would the so-called modern, non-authoritarian father do? You know how much your grandmother loves you. But nonetheless, I'm not forcing you to visit her. Beneath the appearance of free choice, there is a much stronger pressure in this second. Your father is not only telling you you must visit your grandmother, but you must love to visit it. When I met with other people from ex-Yugoslav republics, Serbs, Croats, Bosnians, and so on, we were all the time telling dirty jokes about each other. These were obscene, racist jokes. But their effect was a wonderful sense of shared obscene solidarity.
Over-the-top political correctness serves to confuse and obfuscate lopsided power dynamics, which makes striving for social justice, more difficult. To offend is to inspire change, and to imply that no one should ever be offended ever is, in a way, to say that nothing should change, right? Everything is fine exactly as it is. That so many young people go to such great lengths, stand on their social media soapboxes and yell so loudly to uphold these sterile expectations is a sign to me that many, many young people don't fully recognize or understand their own privilege. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think, or upload a video response with your thoughts and email me a link, danbrownuniverse@gmail.com. Also, if you've been watching PogoBat on the regular recently and like what we got going on here, I would encourage you to contribute to the show on Patreon. It's like an online tip jar where you can pledge to give me 25 cents, 50 cents, $1 every other time I upload a video. I don't charge my viewers for every video because I've been churning out a lot of these recently. But anyway, I put some thought into it, and bye!